drag my feet along the floor. Then I see you, you're walking across the campus, cool professor studying romances. How am I supposed to pretend I never want to see you again? How am I supposed to pretend I never want to see you again?
You're watching The Studio.
mind if I'm moving close.
At least I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense in hurting my pride?
I really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out, I bet it's cold outside.
Wondering what kinds of competitions video students were involved at STN? Here's your first look at our entry in the music video category.
Welcome Knights to the 2013-2014 season finale of The Studio.
We're here and ready to give you all the news we can for the last time.
Stay tuned for a highlight of the Higley Band, a look into Unified Sports, and of course, our senior recap.
Hold on to those tears till the end. The studio finale starts right now.
Recently, Dobert Chamber of Commerce partnered with HUSD to create a series of career-related videos. The purpose of these videos is to provide information to students about the many career options right here in our own community. I traveled to an animal hospital on Val Vista and Warner and interviewed Dr. John Parr to find out what his career is like and what high school students can do to become a veterinarian.
I knew that I wanted to become a veterinarian when I was really young. I was probably only 7 or 8 years old. I grew up on a cattle ranch in southern Arizona, so I was around animals constantly. It was something that just kind of naturally progressed.
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, who do we have here?
This is Ruby.
I obviously love the animals, but I really like working with people. This is a people business. I also love medicine, and I think that medicine is fascinating, and I think that that's something that for someone who wanted to go into a field, a high school student who wanted to become a veterinarian, that's probably the thing that I would tell them that you have to like the most. One misconception about being a veterinarian that is important for people to understand, it's that you have to really love animals. Veterinarians, obviously we like animals or we wouldn't be in this profession, but I think it's interesting that a lot of people who think they want to become a veterinarian come and work with a veterinarian for a day or a week or a month and realize that it's not for them, because we hurt animals. We do it every day. And you have to be willing to hurt them in order to help them. Not everyone is willing to do that.
Ooh, that corner smells good. Lexi! Come here, honey.
Most people will have a bachelor's degree or even a master's degree before they're even accepted into veterinary school. The time commitment, veterinary school is 4 years. Most of the time getting a bachelor's degree is 4 years, so it can be 8 to 10 years of college easily. The selection process for veterinary medicine is competitive. It's harder to get into veterinary school than it is to get into medical school. And you have to have good grades, you have to know how to study, and I think that those things are things that are critically important for someone who wants to become a veterinarian. I actually think veterinary medicine is kind of a recession-proof business because it's based on love. When the economy kind of went south a few years ago, we still remain fairly busy here. The reason that I'm here is because people love their pets.
If veterinary medicine sounds like something you are interested in, remember that it's never too early to plan for the future. Reporting for The Studio, I'm Montana Griffin.
Last week, the studio traveled to Orlando, Florida to compete in the annual Student Television Network. Schools from all over the country gathered together to learn more about what makes mass media so important and what they can do to be part of the industry.
I was really excited about this year's Student Television Network National Convention. It's something that we've done every year for the last 8 years, and it's something we've had a lot of success with in the past. So I was excited to see what my students can do with the on-site competitions and going there and networking and having opportunities to learn.
So this year in Orlando, I had the opportunity to compete a second year in the music video competition. It started at noon, and a group of 4 of us went to a meeting where they gave us a song that we never had heard of. We had 6 hours to plan, film, and edit an entire music video.
ISTN experience was pretty solid, actually. It was really fun. We had to go to classes. We learned a lot in classes, like different techniques on how to film and how to edit and all that. We went to Disney World, had fun, and we just got closer as a studio family.
It was a really long day in Disney World, but it was really fun and document all the good times that we had there. And it was really fun. It was a day before our competitions where we got to just relax and be together, and then the next day we got into it, and so it was a good time.
When I saw the videos that my students created, I was really excited about the opportunity they had to show off their work on a national level. and for industry professionals to be able to judge that and give that feedback.
So STN was a really awesome experience, especially for the group itself, to be able to bond and get to know each other a lot better through STN. We kind of really became really close, and that was honestly probably my favorite part, was just being really close to everybody and like getting to know people better.
My favorite thing about the Student Television Network convention, just in general, is seeing how one common interest can bring together students from all over the nation. And we were just all brought together by a passion for filmmaking and a passion for TV broadcasting. And that was just, it's been a really cool experience being a part of that.
We're all thankful for this opportunity, and it's an experience we'll always remember. I'm Asael reporting for the studio.
Speaking of the school year coming to an end, us seniors have had a lot going on, especially with the Senior Capstone Project.
Asael and Brittany Olson had a very unique experience with their Senior Capstone Project. Let's take a look at what AJ has been working on for the upcoming project.
The only thing seniors are thinking about right now is their Senior Capstone Project. Brittany Olson and I teamed up to create a product. I focused on filmmaking, while Brittany's project is about music journalism.
Senior Capstone is the project that all the seniors have to do, and it's a project that kind of helps you outline what you want to do. I chose music journalism. I'm not for sure if I'm going to do that for the rest of my life, but it's something I'm very interested in. I love going to concerts. I feel like I could honestly talk and write about music for hours on end. So for my project, either supposed to create a product or job shadow. And me and my friend AJ, we decided to create a product. For our product, we were going to go interview some bands at this place called Pub Rock. It's a venue. We decided to pick 3 bands that were playing one night. I contacted them through email, and I really didn't know if they were going to answer me back. I honestly didn't think they were, but they were actually very nice about it, and they were really happy that someone was going to come interview them. And AJ was a big part of it. He took some awesome shots. The video is going to be amazing.
We wish the seniors the best of luck with their upcoming projects. We can't wait to present our final product. I'm Asael reporting for the studio.
Good. Okay. As many of you know, today is a big day for the football players, but it's also a big day for the cheerleaders. AJ and I caught up with the cheer team to find out more about this year's cheer and the Williamsfield-Higley rivalry.
For this Friday's game against Williamsfield, we have been working on a halftime that we've been preparing for a couple of weeks, and we want it to be perfect. Some of the things.
Four years ago, our school kind of started something new. They started something called PFA. PFA portion was for students and faculty members to be able to become connected to where they could see each other throughout the 4 years that the student was here. PFA only lasted 1 year. My group was a freshman group. I was lucky enough to have a freshman group, which is graduating this year. And we decided to do a time capsule here. I dug it up, and it's ready to be read. So 4 years later, yeah, this is what we got.
All right, I found mine.
September 10th, 2010. It says, "Dear me." While reading this 4 years from now, I want to know that I had a successful, exciting, amazing high school experience.
My favorite TV show is So You Think You Can Dance, which I will be on one day. No, okay.
All right, you better have graduated.
And Silly Bands. Silly Bands are in. Silly Bands, ew, oh my gosh.
You have better gotten taller, and you better be able to bench 190 or more.
I want to know that I laughed as much as I breathed and loved as much as I lived. I love the sun, frogs, and my family and friends. Sincerely, lovingly, hopefully, and dreamingly, Michelle Cortez.
Coach Lujan has been my PE teacher for 4 years now, all 4 years. He was my PFA teacher, and he's helped me through a lot. Like if I had any concerns or questions and stuff, I could go and talk to him about it.
A lot of fun, and he was always there if we needed help with any school stuff, and yeah, all the people in there were really chill.
We decided to write down our goals for when we graduated or when they graduated and see if they came true.
I have gotten taller. I've gotten 3 or 4 inches taller, and my max now for bench is 200, 210.
I think the best decision I made was getting involved and meeting new people, and I know one of my goals was to just have a good time, and as a senior I did. I know that I did, so.
And then silly bands are not in. Don't ever wear silly bands again.
Looking back at the past 4 years, these seniors share their wisdom with the lower classmen.
If I had advice for the lower classmen, it would just be to make good decisions. Every decision that you make will influence your life, either positively or negatively.
Don't just think that social things are the most important things, because school should be your #1 priority.
Advice to freshmen and lower classmen is just take school seriously. Don't just blow off homework. Make sure you turn everything in.
Dear Coach, well, it will be 4 years by the time you get this note and read it. I first hope that you find yourself well and healthy. I hope you spent time giving something back to these great young adults. Remember, life seems to always throw obstacles in your way. Live your life well, love your family, and teach your students something they can take with them. Coach Lujan. There you go. 4 years.
Now that the first semester is coming to an end, it is time for the class of 2014 to start looking forward to graduation. I'm Asael reporting back to the studio.